Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal, and let's look at ICICI Asset Allocator Fund in this video. And I have written an article on this saying why you should not invest in this fund. So this is a fund that ICICI has been pushing quite strongly since early this year. In fact, it has been making presentations such as this. It says it has been pushing it to investors via their distributors by increasing the commissions and saying the secret lies in asset allocation, investing in the right asset class at the right time, blah blah blah, and so on. There are other presentations as well. This asset allocator fund is a fund of funds, so it will invest in other mutual funds. These mutual funds can be debt funds, gold funds, ETFs, actively managed equity funds, and so on. So it's a debt fund in terms of taxation, but the AMC has been showing that in spite of debt fund like taxation, the returns are favorable. But unfortunately, this fund, the AMC has been making too many changes to this, and I've shown the full history of changes in the article. You can have a look at that, but I will show you the most significant changes made to prove my point. So let's take a look at these are data from the fact sheet. So in January 2019, the fund was called ICICI Prudential Advisor Series Conservative Fund, and its AUM was only 6.69 crores. The regular plan expense ratio was 0.75%, direct plan expense ratio was 0.35%. Imagine you're paying 0.35% for a fund of fund. You are already paying the expense ratio of the funds already of the funds in the portfolio. So that's like double expense ratio, and 0.35% is extremely high. So suddenly their AMC decides that this is the time to cash in on people's fear, and they change the Advisor Series Conservative Fund to ICICI Prudential Asset Allocator Fund. The expense ratio for the regular plan becomes 1.87% from 0.75%. Why? Because to make distributors push the product to investors. Forget about the interests of the investor. All the distributors and AMC wants is profits. The direct plan becomes 0.06. So when it wants to invite direct plan investors, it will drop the expense ratio from 0.35 to 0.06. I mean, how atrocious is this? Look at this. The portfolio has not changed from January 2019 to February 2019, but the expense ratio 0.35% to 0.06. So this means you can imagine the profit margin there in the expense ratio, right? So when they want, they will do whatever they like, and SEBI has no control. It just assumes that it is doing something for the investors, but these things it will not do anything. They will change the expense ratio 25 times a year, and SEBI says you can change as many times as you want, but you must just give it in writing to the investors. What is that? What use is that? I mean, investors would like to know why you are doing this, right? This is atrocious. So look at the AUM. From 6.69 crores, in just a month it becomes 7.52 crores. Next month, in March 2019, the AUM becomes 314 crores. May, it becomes 765. In July, it is 2,339 crores. That is the power of commissions. Please recognize that anybody who gets a commission should be avoided. They are not acting in your interest. There's a clear conflict of interest. Please wake up and understand. Stop investing in regular plans. Do not invest in asset allocator fund for several reasons. One, I have listed the reasons here. One, the fund is only a few months old, just a few months old. They've been arbitrarily changing names and mandates. Sometimes they will invest in index funds, sometimes they will invest in ICICI blue chip. Now they are investing in ICICI large and mid cap. It's just bizarre. And this fund, even if you say that the strategy is good, the fund will work only when this is your only mutual fund. Otherwise, the benefit is lost. For how many people will this be the only fund? They will just add this fund, that's all. And the advisors won't say all that. They are not acting in your interest. Advisors pushing this fund are clearly not acting in your interest, because they should be saying, sell all your funds and only invest in this. They won't say that as well because they have to get commissions from other AMCs. They have to make other people also happy, right? Waste of time talking about all this. The fund does not have a great history in protecting against market crash. In 2008, it fell 40%, close to 40% during the crash. So, even if you say that the strategy has changed, then I will argue that it has not been tested. So, it claims that it will use something called the equity valuation index. This kind of colored graph is published every month by the ICICI fund fact sheets. You can see it in the AMC download section. They say that they will use this valuation index. The valuation index is calculated by using the the GSEC. There's something called the GSEC P, the market cap to GDP, etc., etc. Notice that since July 2009, it has not gone to book profits zone at all. It is, for the last 10 years, you would have simply not changed your asset allocation and done a SIP would have been okay according to this. And why should I invest in this fund and pay more tax, when the AMC has better funds like ICICI Multi-Asset, ICICI Balanced Advantage, and I have shown in this post, these are 5-year rolling returns. I'm sorry if it's a little blurred. There are like 1,874 points. The green line that you see on the top is the ICICI Multi-Asset Fund. The white is the Balanced Advantage Fund. The pink guy is the Asset Allocator Fund. And both the Balanced Advantage and Multi-Asset, which are taxed like equity, have done much better. And the biggest thing is, if you compare the volatility of the Asset Allocator Fund, it is pretty much similar to the Balanced Advantage Fund. Pretty much similar. There's no difference. Why should I invest in this Asset Allocator Fund when I can invest in Balanced Advantage, get the same volatility, get higher returns, pay lesser tax? Right? There's no logic at all. And the AMC wants to push one fund, they will increase the commissions and ask everybody to push it. And everybody my God, less said the better. So please stay away from all this. Whenever you, I don't know how many times I can say this to investors. Whenever you get a mail from the AMC, you get an SMS or you see a WhatsApp message saying something is good, that means you avoid it. That's all. Just have a simple thumb rule. When somebody says, this is a new product, this is a good product, just avoid it. You will be fine. Just stick to what you're doing, provided what you're doing has a plan. First have a plan, then you can avoid everything else. Oh my God. I'll catch you again later. Bye-bye.